I was so used to structure, to knowing what I'm doing the next day, to know what's happening around me, that this sort of took me a very long time to get accustomed to. Hi, I'm Anupria Goenka, and you're watching me on Femina.in. Yep, two of them. I've always been a Smita Patil fan, and when I came in, there was the idea of doing work similar to what she has been doing or has done, and of course one can't touch it. But so yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to play a rural character, you know, one of those earthy characters. And another one of my favorites is Umrao Jan, that Rekha ma'am did so beautifully. So a courtesan's character is another one that I've always wanted to play. So honestly speaking, and this is really honest, all my characters, for me so far, have had a similar sort of a rewarding value. You know, sometimes the team, sometimes the character, sometimes the director I was working with, different aspects. Because for me, it's the journey on the set and what I'm feeling while I'm prepping for the role or when I'm performing it, and what I take home from there that has really been the residual memory of the character or whatever I feel when I think of it. I think one of the most enriching experiences for me was Padma because of Sanjay sir purely, and how Nagmati shaped in his, you know, under his guidance and according to his vision. And I think that one experience I really hold close to my heart. Apart from that, I love YRF. They gave me the first break in Tigers in the Hair. Actually, Padmavat happened first, but then it released before that. And then War. And they always feel like home. And I've had a lot of fun on the sets, both in terms of Tigers in the Hair and War. So yeah. Oh, many times. Many times. See, first of all, this is a very uncertain environment. And me coming from a structured place like that of a business, however difficult it was to maneuver that, or from a corporate space, I was so used to structure, to knowing what I'm doing the next day, to know what's happening around me, that this sort of took me a very long time to get accustomed to. Apart from that, then this whole barrage of PR and, you know, makeup and hair and events and styling, all that started. And I've had my own love and hate relationship with social media, which has become so important in our lives today. And there is no escaping it. One shouldn't too, because it's a huge blessing as well. So I've had my own way of understanding, figuring, and seeping myself into it rather than pushing to just do something that I wasn't really prepared to do. So I've taken my time. But now I enjoy it much more than I used to. I understand it, or rather appreciate it far more. Of course, you feel very happy the reviews are favorable, yeah? There is no denying that. If someone does appreciate your work and they mention you, it does become very rewarding. But at the same point in time, there are times when you would scan through and you would think that, oh, your role was very important, but there's not much of a mention. Sometimes because they were not shown in the trailer much, sometimes because they've only seen the first 2 episodes where you don't have that kind of a presence and they have done a review or for whatever XYZ reasons. And you learn to kind of disengage from that and not let that affect you. You just hope for the people to see what you've done and to that remain in the memory. And it does. You know, you later see once the whole thing is seen by the audiences, by the people, by the industry people. And at the end of the day, I think what really matters the most is A, what was the experience, and B, how the audiences show affection. I think nothing equates to that. Their love is what kind of just overshadows everything else and makes everything worth it. So yeah.